to the Niagara City Cruise, the boat tour that goes down and close to the falls. Sometimes people refer to it as the Maid and Mist. The process of dropping guests off here is actually quite straightforward, but it does involve a fair amount of walking because the ticket office that you would pick your tickets up are over there, just around the bend there. The area that you would drop guests off is right here across the street. There are two entrances for coaches. They can enter from this side or they can also enter from the street over there. However, there's no crosswalk on this side. I was looking to try and catch an opportunity for some of my slower moving guests to be dropped off here and cross here immediately, but there are no crosswalks here. The only crosswalk, the closest crosswalk, is at the next corner at the bottom of Clifton Hill, which is where the ticket office is, conveniently. But you could also pick the tickets up early as a day in advance, and then just have the guests be dropped off, walk across the street, and then walk down. The funicular, this is fall of 2022, the funicular to bring guests down is not working, and so the process to get there involves entering here and doing a little bit of a zigzag down a ramp to catch an elevator, which will then bring guests down through this shaft right down here, bring them down to the base, and I will show you a video, a clip next of what that looks like from the base. But there is a fair amount of walking involved. I'm also going to add an element and add a clip here that'll show you what the walk along here is like if you'd like to get a little closer to the edge where you can view the falls and have your guests view that as you're walking over. This is the group check-in ticket office, window right there. And it opens at 9 o'clock in the morning these days. This is September 2022. Although you can pick tickets up early as the day before. You do need individual tickets. You do have to have every guest have a ticket in hand. A reminder that the walkway, if you're going along the parkway, Niagara Parkway, you can take a sidewalk directly to the entrance. But as you'll see these groups here, there's another way that you can walk. There's actually kind of two. If you notice that little archway right there, that goes down below, and there's a gift shop down there, and during the higher season, there's a lot of restaurants down there. Right now, absolutely everything is closed except for the one gift shop, which happens to be the gift shop that everybody exits out through. So it's not like you need to make an extra trip for that. And as you can see up above in this area, you can walk and view as well, and that will take you around to the entrance of the boat cruise line as well. Now back to parking for a moment. That street that I showed you, that's just opposite, because remember, you cannot drop guests in front of the entrance. You have to drop them off in this little cut through, which is actually Falls Street. Falls Street continues straight through here. The entrance is right by those posts. And if you're walking guests down that sidewalk, again, the only crosswalk is right here at this corner by the ticket office. There is a war memorial for World War I and for World War II just within the trees on this side if you're doing commentary type. The funicular is not working, but they do have an elevator that involves a fair amount of walking, oddly enough. That tower right there is where you catch the elevator, but in order to catch it, you actually have to walk down to almost right here on a ramp. It's an inclined ramp. Then the elevator brings you down and out that little box right there, where everybody walks through. There's a ticket scanner right inside there. They come through here, they collect their ponchos, and then they zigzag for the lineup on the ship, which is actually just a ramp, a series of ramps. So even guests with walkers, if they manage to walk so far, should have no problem getting on the boats themselves. A view of people walking out of the elevator shaft area, around that box, which has absolutely no people in it. Check-in process. There is also a fair amount of seating space down here if somebody gets down here and decides they do not want to go on the boat. There's also the restrooms right through here. All right, we go out the same way we come in. And the exit elevator actually brings you out through the gift shop. That's part of the tower that we kind of zigzagged down to catch the elevator from. And there's also an option to walk out here. Good views. Here it is, just to give you a view. There's both directions, parking on both sides. Pulls in right there, and it goes down and through to the main drag that you have to turn right on.